Hello, this is Francis from McCaffrey Crafts, and just about to go home, and I thought, why not bring you guys along for the walk? It was a nice day today, so I kind of walked in. So usually I kind of work here in my shop in the morning from around like 8 a.m. till about midday, and then I go home and have breakfast, and the kids are usually waking up a bit late. So we'll see how this goes anyway. Look, you know, the shop is... They're pretty messy because I don't have any tourists coming in at the moment, so I kind of use it a bit as a kind of work area. So you can kind of see the shop there in the background. Here are a bunch of sticks that I'm moving from my shed here down to my... I have a work area down there as well. Ooh. So I'm using this kind of gimbal thing, so I don't know how it's going to come out. 1 second now. I just got it. So I don't really know how to use this, but yeah, we'll go for the walk anyway. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, as long as you don't mind it. We'll second now, we get out. Okay, guys, so I'm just about to leave my shop now, and it's pretty noisy here. Here's the town in the background. There'll be a lot of cars going in there, so we'll just begin the walk back to my house now. It's a little bit kind of noisy because of all the cars. Traffic can be pretty bad as you're going in here, but sure, we'll take the kind of walk home and we can have a chat along the way, and then I can like show the bridge as well. So here you can see like a nice blue sky behind me, and here we give you guys a bit of the view, as you can kind of see. Wait, sorry about all the camera angle. I'm just holding this kind of gimbal thing, and I've never held this one before. So here you can see. All right, there I am back again. Oh. Sorry, I dropped something here. All right, so yeah, this is my usual walk home. I go across the bridge here, and as I said, this river behind me is called the Lown. So it's usually it's only about like a 10 or 15 minute journey that I have to go home. So you know, why not bring you guys along as well? And there's a monument of a goat down here, as you can see, as you're coming into Killorglin. So I don't know how this is going to turn out with the sound and everything, because it's quite noisy with the traffic. So this is just an experiment where I bring you guys out for a walk with me and see how it turns out. This is like just a test thing. It's usually less noisy once I get away from all the traffic and the cars that are coming in here. But here we'll have a look now as we go over here to the goat. Hi guys, I can show you. There's like a monument beside me, you can see. So here beside me you have the puck goat. So if you're coming into Killorglin, you'll see this thing is called a king puck. And I'll bring you guys over here too, because it's kind of like a nicer view. So here you can see the bridge into Killorglin and my big giant head. Sorry about that, I'm ruining the view. So it's actually quite nice and peaceful around here. So if you come to Killorglin to visit my shop, like my shop is just wherever, over the bridge, over that way. And here's a kind of nice area if you want to kind of like chill out and stuff. Like I'll show you here. Look, you see this place behind me? Like you can sit down, have a little drink or something like that, and chill out. So like that's a kind of nice little green area to kind of like chill out. And a lot of people, they always like want to get like you know, a picture with the goat. And it's made as a bronze sculpture, so it's kind of nice. He's coming into town because Killorglin is famous for Puck Fair. On the 10th, 11th and 12th of August each year, there's a local festival around Puck Fair. I might do a video on that some other time, But I'm actually quite hungry, so I'm keen just to keep walking and going home. So I'll bring you along. Here, we'll kind of cross over here. Let's see if it gets it's a bit quieter. Right, make sure no cars hit me as I cross the road. But yeah, so this is like, you know, I live on the kind of Tralee side of Killorglin, which is not like too far away from my shop. And actually I might cross over here again. It'd be nicer on this side of the road. 1 second. Sorry, I'm just running back over to the other side of the road. Because you see here, 1 second now. Oi. Sorry again with the camera angles. I'm still kind of getting used to this kind of device as I kind of hold it. So here you can see River Lown pretty much goes all the way into Killarney, and it goes into to Dingle Bay. And down here we have this kind of restaurant. I'll just kind of show you. It's called the Fishery. So say if you're coming into Killorglin, Jesus man, sorry, my camera angle is like terrible. If you're coming into Killorglin, that road, you can kind of come over here and park, and the Fishery, you can have some food or something like that. So a lot of people might park in there, and there's another parking place up into the town. So this is as I'm walking away from Killorglin, just kind of you know, bring you guys on this little trip. We get quite noisy because this bridge here behind me is the county bridge, and it's like the main bridge into the Evra Peninsula. So as you can imagine, like, it's, you know, small little town, or actually a decent enough sized town, but a lot of cars at this time of year, because this is the kind of like when Puck Fair would be beginning, so a lot of traffic on the road this past while, which can be a bit annoying, like, because like you know, sometimes it's quicker for me to walk in than to drive and try to find a car parking place, especially when it gets busy in the summertime. But you know, we don't get many days like this in Ireland where we have blue skies. Like behind me, it looks actually pretty good. Like, mostly the weather is pretty terrible in Ireland, as most people will know and be tired of hearing of. But you know, it's always good to get out and to walk and to explore, to see, you know, different types of wood. You know, there's always going to be these kind of old buildings as you're kind of walking behind me. Wait, you know, here you see this kind of old building behind me, and then here, years and years ago, used to be like the old hardware store. So you know, as you're walking around in Ireland, you're going to see like a lot of these type of old buildings and old cottages, and you know, I know I still they look pretty cool and interesting. We're coming up now. I think the graveyard will be on the other side of the road as I walk home, and there's a pretty old church in the graveyard. That's well over like 1,000-year-old church. I might go in there someday once I see how this type of thing goes. Sorry if the camera is bouncing around, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I just got this kind of gimbally type thing. It's like a selfie stick thing to hold, and I don't know, it's kind of supposed to be stabilizing as you walk, but it seems like it's bouncing around to me, but I don't really know. So here you have like a farm supply store. All the farmers are usually like queued up here in the morning, and up there is the graveyard, and then behind me on this side you have like the guys who do the you know, the tombstones for the graveyard and things like that. Oh, let's keep walking anyway. And actually, we might find some blackthorn on the way home here. There's actually, if I remember, there's a bush like up here on this particular road as we're like leaving the town. But here's another like type of thing they did as well in the town. Wait, let me get it. Wait 1 second now. Here you can kind of see behind me. So they have this, and they have like a little sitting area there as you're kind of coming into the town. So you can kind of see it there behind me. I balance this thing again. Wait. But anyways, it's good to have a bit of company as I'm walking. Normally when I'm walking home, I'm just kind of thinking to myself like what I do next, what I'll be up to. And here you can see a few different trees. What are they? Be a chestnut tree. There'll be some sycamore, bit of sycamore and chestnut along the way. Oh, and here we have this this thing, which is this monstrosity. You see over here, you have this 100-meter wind turbine, and it just all of a sudden sprang up over Killorglin. Like I don't know, like how this got planning permission or how anything, because there's certain rules that it can't be near like houses and dwellings, and you know, across the river opposite that there's houses and stuff. So this to me is an eyesore on the town. It was kind of built by the local factory to get some money for themselves, but it's just one it's just one on its own. And you see how close it is to the town. Look, here's the town right behind us, and here you have a lone solitary wind turbine. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's a bit kind of silly to have something like that. So it's kind of like walk along here now, and we'll see. I think there's some blackthorn here anyway. I remember kind of looking and seeing. Yeah, 1 second now. Here would be some blackthorn behind me. It's been in the sun a bit long, you can see, but this would be blackthorn. Like there'd be, so as you're going right along the road of Killorglin, just before the graveyard, there's like this little patch of blackthorn here, like behind me. I've had a look in there anyway. Like, there's one over here that looks pretty good. There's I don't know if you can see it. There's one there that's I've been watching for a few years. It's not quite ready yet. It probably needs about another year or two. But I looked through this bush already. There's about like 5 decent sticks in it. But like, most people want those 39-inch sticks. At the moment, there's a nice 36-inch stick there. But if I leave it for another year or two and it's grown pretty straight, there's about 5 little sticks in there. But yeah, so that would be like a blackthorn bush. I think there's more like hawthorn and stuff as you go up here. Some sallies. The sally rod was what they used to hit the kids with back when in the school days. If any of you went to an Irish school, you would know that the teachers, they would always use a weapon or a stick to kind of make the kids behave. But awful lot of cars today. So here's a little sign, so you know where you are. You want to go to Tralee or Killorglin's that way or stuff like that. But it's actually quite nice. Like, I'm surprised like the day was like today. Like we had almost 10 days in a row of like heavy rain and flooding and all this like usual type of nonsense. But once you get away from the main road, like there's a load of nice like walking routes and paths, and there's still plenty of blackthorn around Killorglin. Here's a rowan tree. Where is it now? This one here. You see this one here? That's a rowan tree. You see the leaves on it as well. and you see like maybe like a little bit of the red fruit. You'll see it's just starting to kind of come there. You see look, there's one. You see the little red fruit in it as well. So that's, I can tell. So that's a rowan tree. I know you guys, oh, here's a better one. I mean, like, you know, you can see it a bit better. Here, look. You see like the red berries from the rowan tree. So this tree behind me, there you go. These are the berries of the rowan tree, and they start to come out in August. And I do make rowan tree walking sticks as well. So there you have. There's another rowan tree bush here as well. You know, I'm kind of blessed to be kind of living in County Kerry in Ireland, because look, there's more rowan tree you saw behind me. When you live like in a kind of rural place like Kerry, we have an abundance of wood and farmland and overgrown hedges and stuff like that. When you go to other parts of Ireland, it's not as wild as Kerry. County Kerry is the place to be. It's right in the southwest. Kerry is usually slagged off with a lot of jokes and different things like that, but it's like a nice spot. Oh, I see the police are driving into town now, driving nice and slowly, giving me some evil looks. There you can see there's the popo. They don't like me cutting Blackthorn too much. So that's why it's important to have permission of the landowners. Like, you know, I have permission to cut on some land, and even still, when I have permission, there's some old fella walking a dog that'll give a quick phone call to those guys to say what I'm up to. But luckily, I'm doing it in season, and I have the permission of the landowner. So, you know, when you're cutting Blackthorn, you have to always be aware of that too. That, you know, you'll see a nice stick here and there in a hedge, and like, you know, you can just grab one quickly and get out of there, like type of thing. But you know, if you're going in cutting a bit, you always have to be very considerate. The rules and regulations, you know. But in business, you have to, you know, just operate just inside them, just about. But yeah, as you can see, look, there's plenty of trees and woods around me. It's oh my goodness. I'm kind of like walking here along the kind of main road, but you can see all the wood on the main road. Imagine like in the little boreens and everywhere as well. Like we've got some really nice pockets. And as you come out of the town and walk a bit further on, there's two factories. One of the factory is called Estellas. Is a pharmaceutical, and it's a big employer in town. Like they hire hundreds of people locally to work in the factory there. Not quite sure what they make. They're called Estellas. I don't know. Just go to their website and see what they're doing as well. They're not doing anything too crazy, I don't think, anyway. But there's a factory further on that when we get there, I'll tell you something interesting about it, because it's one interesting fact that I know about it. But it's always good to get out as much as you can. Sure, they say the vitamin D from the sun is good for the Irish people, because we're deprived of sunlight for most of the year. We compensate that by drinking to keep ourselves happy once we have to be indoors a lot. There's a tractor, as you see. There you go. See the tractors. There'd be a lot of tractors on the road that you'd see like along the way. And this behind me is like a Stellas. Here, there's a sign here. I kind of like show it around. So there we go. Right there. It's the Stellas factory. So we keep kind of walking on. And above Stellas you have different factory from a company called Temler, and it's just the next factory on. There's only 2 factories on the road there, but Temler was when I went to Berlin, I went to one of the museums, and they were telling me the history of the German pharmaceutical company Temler, and me and my son found it quite interesting because the German company Temler, the pharmaceutical company, was the company that designed and created the crystal meth, in which was given to soldiers to make them energetic, wild and crazy during battle. So you know, found that quite interesting. This house has been up for sale forever. Like, you know, they're looking for, I think, 180,000, just a small little cottage. The house prices around Killorglin now wouldn't be that cheap. They seem. Oh, here's Temler. There you can see. Let's see now. We get here we go. Temler, Ireland. So Temler is that's a, you know, they were making some narcotics for the Germans. And there's another kind of cottage here across the road. I think that's sold. It's an American family that owned it, and it took about, it's on the market for 3 years, and it's sold like recently enough. It's like that cottage across the road. So like that one was on the market for a while. Right, time for me to cross over. It's like near my home. I'll probably stop the video now in a second, because I'm nearly home, and a few of my neighbours will be wondering what I'm doing or what I'm recording. And when you're in Ireland, you got to keep the peace with people, because of you know, they think you're recording them, they're not best pleased. So look, there was like just a little quick walk with me today, and hope you enjoyed it. And once I get the hang of this and stuff, I might bring out with walks and stuff. I'll just watch this back now, and if the sound and everything's okay, I'll post it tomorrow. All right, goodbye, bye.